Hello Boston Celtics fans. Welcome back to our channel for more exclusive news and analysis about our beloved team. Let's get straight to the point. The Celtics are going to need a lot more from their bench unit. Boston, there haven't been many concerns about the Boston Celtics as they have started the new season with a 5-1 record. But now that there's a 1 in the loss column, it's safe to point out one aspect of the team that was concerning, even as the Celtics reeled off 5 straight wins to start the campaign. There were several issues that led to Monday night's loss to the Timberwolves. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown played a lot of ISO ball late when ball movement dried up against Minnesota's solid defense. Ball movement has also been an issue since the start of the season, with the C's ranking 26th in the NBA with just 23.3 assists per game. Boston also shot just 39% against the Timberwolves, and was even worse from downtown, with the C's shooting a pitiful 28% from three-point range. Mix in 16 turnovers, and it was a miracle the Celtics made it to overtime. The Celtics were bound to have a bad shooting night, and they did so on Monday against a very good defense. Better ball movement may have helped them out of the shooting slump that plagued them for most of the first 3 quarters. But no one is too worried about Boston's shooting abilities, nor all the talent in the top half of the roster. From 1 to 6, the Celtics are absolutely loaded. But it's fair to be concerned about everyone on the depth chart after Al Horford, because Boston's bench hasn't done much so far this season. With Derek White missing his second straight game on Monday, Horford was back in the starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis, Brown and Horford also faced foul trouble during the game, so Joe Mazzulla used Monday night as a chance to get a better look at his players off the bench. He ended up playing against 10 players in Minnesota, with Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, Lamar Stevenson, Svi Mykhailiuk and Luke Kornet each checking in. Those 5 players scored just 16 points for Boston, shooting a combined 4 of 14, 28.5%. Hauser, 11 points on 3 of 8 shooting from deep, and Kornet, 5 points on 1 of 2 from the floor and 3 free throws, were the only ones from that group to put the ball in the hoop. The rest of the bench group went 0 for 4, with Pritchard missing all 3 of his attempts. Pritchard was supposed to be the team's rocket off the bench, but he had trouble lighting his own fuse. Monday night was the 3rd time this season he has gone scoreless, with Pritchard going 0 for 15 in those games. After giving him a 4-year, $30 million extension just before the season, the Celtics expected much greater things from the backup guard than he provided, just 22 points on 8 of 30 shooting overall and 3 of 18 shooting from the three-point range. Boston's bench has really struggled to be productive so far this season, aside from the 63-point eruption in the win over the Pacers last week. The Celtics reserves are currently 29th in the NBA at 24.3 points per game. Only the Lakers bench is worse at 22.0 points per game, and 28th in field goal percentage at 39.7%. The Celtics will end up winning or losing because of the top of the roster. When things really start to count in the final months of the season, it will be about Tatum, Brown and Porzingis doing what they do, with Jrue Holiday, White and Horford contributing in their important roles, and occasionally doing their own heavy lifting. But throughout the regular season, the bench will have to hold up its end of the bargain so that Boston's stars don't burn out. There will be other nights when the Celtics will need their backups to come off the bench and help win a game. With a handful of new players added in the offseason, a rough start on the Boston bench was to be expected. Players need time to get comfortable in their roles and Mazzulla needs time to figure out how to best use everyone. But life would be a lot easier for everyone involved if the C bench players started hitting their shots while these details are ironed out. Leave your opinion, what do you think? And with that, we close another edition of our Boston Celtics channel. Stay tuned for more updates, analysis and news. Don't forget to like, share the video and subscribe so you don't miss any news from our team. Until next time, Boston Celtics fans.